Hello, everybody. Welcome back to RaBBois. I'm Tzvi, joined here with my brother Yitz. Yitz, it's been like so long. Do you miss me or something? I know that the few viewers that watch this very much miss me, so I just wanted
I
to
know they thought we fell off.
did fall off. Well, we fell off by choice. More like I've been rejecting Yitz every single time he's been asking me to record because I've been very busy, and I even have a wedding to go to tonight. I have a wedding tonight, not for me. And
It's been so long since we did the last one. You missed both of my birthdays because we have two
oh
birthdays.
yeah, happy birthdays. I legitimately forgot Yitz's birthday, and I told him after forgetting the Hebrew one that I remember the English one, and then I forgot the English one, and now we're here.
Did I bless you
No,
at all?
no, I don't know. Maybe I think I blessed you. Not that it mattered, but
Yeah, like 2 days later. So yeah, you lose your blessing. We believe we have the power on our birthdays to bless. So therefore, then they're real. It's real blessing. So we try to bless as many people as we can. Like you family members or sometimes random people come up to you in synagogue and you're like, hey, bro, like I guess, like sure, like you want a blessing? Like okay, I know it's my birthday, so I'll give you one. But so we didn't get one this year, so hope it turns out good. I literally haven't spoken to you in a month, except for that one time you called me to apologize for missing my birthday between my birthdays.
I didn't have to do that, and I did it anyways.
I
So I'm
appreciate
a
that.
nice, right? Like I could
And the
just
clock changed.
because you
So much
forgot
happened.
too, Like you forgot that I forgot. You know what I'm saying? And also you didn't put it on like the like small family chat. You put it on the big one, and I have that one muted. I don't have it muted. I just don't look at it all the time because it's not like the main
Constantly
family.
relevant.
It's just there's just so much. Listen, if anyone here that's been on a Jewish chat or a big Jewish family chat, they know it's just a mixture of mazel tovs and happy birthdays and oh, that's so exciting. And like, does anyone want to buy? Does anyone need half of broccoli in the back of my fridge?
Okay.
Right. So like, I'm not too interested in having my phone blow up every second. So I mute it and then I occasionally take a glance at it.
I have a question. What have you been up to for the last month? Are you boxing? Like, what's going on? And
I'm
how is
not.
Purim?
I don't think I'm boxing at the moment. No. Purim, I dressed up as Wolverine. It was really cool, and I went to a Purim party and I had lots of motion, right? Because I have motion because I made the
Oh,
Wizard's
people know
Risen.
you. People know
Yeah.
you.
Oh, you don't know what motion is? It's probably because you don't have any. So you're like, what the heck even is that, right?
You're funny.
And maybe I'll have some motion at the wedding tonight. Like for those who don't know, because there's some Jews watching, they probably don't know. But motion is clout, and if you don't know what clout is, well,
You're lost.
yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt that. But this is my first year on Purim making my own shalach manos, my own gift baskets.
Oh no,
out
you have to go
people.
shopping like
I
a
had
real
to go
person.
shopping, and you wish you were here in Florida because my stuff was stacked. You probably had some I already know yours. You probably had something like homemade or whatever, which is great, and we love that. We love the effort. A little tangerine. You're probably a tangerine type of guy. Are you?
Worse.
You're worse. Wait, let me just say what I put in mine, bro. I had a freaking I had mini sparkling grape juices. The freaking I had like chocolates like Clicks and freaking I had Hamantash. Bro, like it was actually really. I had like
What did you
five
put it in?
things per what?
What did you put it in? What did it look like? I didn't see
I
any
had
fancy
this
pictures.
little It was like a freaking bag. Like what type of
A bag.
like a no, but
A
like a
gift
fancy bag, like a handbag. Yeah, pay like those nice handbags.
But it was like reusable. It wasn't like one and done.
It was technically reusable. It was like a hard plastic, like those types of handbags. Not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
reusable, but it said Happy Purim like engraved on it because we're in Miami, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
you could get that stuff.
Yeah. And I wrote from Jew Boy on all of them, and now they have like a relic, which is really cool.
They'll sell it.
They could sell it exactly. So I not only did I give them Shalach Manos, but I gave them like an artifact, a gift that they could like flip in many years.
Oh, I guess we should preface. I think we believe most of our audience probably knows, but Shalach Manos on Purim, we give we call it. Let's just call it gifts or gift baskets of food to friends. And you're supposed to give.
It's reverse
one.
Halloween. You like knock on someone's door and then you give them candy, and then like they're supposed to give you.
And then you wait.
And then you wait and you see, like, are you and that, or you give them your like heavily loaded shalach manos, and then they give you back their little pathetic, disgusting
orange.
Little, like, yeah. Listen, I get it, but like, everyone has their whatever. Not everyone's the same situation. No, you should go in debt and make a good shalach manos. That's like the way to do it. That's how much do you care about the command?
Your friends. How much do you care about your clout and your influence?
That also.
You want people to talk about your shalach manos for at least 2 weeks.
When someone opens my shalach manos, I want them to be like, not whoa. I want them to be like, whoa, like, oh my goodness, this is so much, right?
There's actually a clash because you're also supposed to give money to poor people. You're supposed to give one shalach manos and then money to 2 poor people or organizations.
Yeah.
So because of our evil inclination, people end up spending more money on shalach manos than they do on giving charity.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's reverse. It's a whole. Every year, its own rants about it, and it's an issue. Like, why are you spending thousands? Let's just say not thousands, hundreds, but some people spend thousands. Like people who are like really fancy on making sure that your shalach manos is nice. So all the neighbors are like, wow, look how nice it is.
Spend hundreds. I'm a single guy though. I made like 10.
No, when you're giving out to like a whole community that some people do. We give out.
If you give out 30. Nice ones to a whole community, yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, we gave out 30, I think.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Look at you. Yeah, you have friends.
Popular.
Yeah.
What
was in your shalach manos, Yitz?
I got motion.
Yeah, what was in your shalach manos? Yeah.
I'll get that in a sec. And then, but instead, you should go less on the shalach manos. Just do what the mitzvah, the commandment is, which is give. You only need to give one gift basket to one person. That's all you have to do. Okay, I know there's a social etiquette to like give to people who give you. That's why you wait at the door and you say, "Are you going to give me?" And then like someone shows up at your door, but you weren't really planning on giving them, and you only have the right amount, so you have to like quickly scramble and get someone else's shalach manos to repackage
take the ones you received, you
gift it.
Yeah. Now I made some.
This is for you.
Yeah. Oh, for you, my friend. And the bag's falling apart, and like there's like some
super awkward. That's why we always got to make extra. We always make like 10 extra.
I made like 4 extra, but
just in case.
I only gave out like 6 or 7. Also, our parents came to town.
Yeah.
So I actually gave a lot to family this year.
That's nice.
I gave to like, I don't know. I had for friends, but like, we're all in different parts of Miami. So either you're in that area and like I'll see you and I'll give you. I made like in case they stopped by, but I didn't go out and give really. So like I just gave them a house. That was all just like.
Anyways, so then you're supposed to give money to charity. So you might as well. The ideal thing would be care less about yourself and your image and give more to charity. But it's hard for someone to do that, or they're not necessarily thinking that. You go to the store and you just buy whatever you think will be nice. You don't
see your charity, like, respectfully, like, it's more personal because you see what you're giving. Unless you literally see like a poor guy who's like, "Yo, please."
Well, in our community, we give, and they distribute it that day to people who need.
Right.
So it's actually, but you don't.
What did you give?
Okay, I can't tell you. Honestly, I can't tell you.
Are you that embarrassed?
I'm not embarrassed. I'm not. It sounds more embarrassing than it is. Okay, and I just will let you know that we could have nice ones. Okay, but we choose.
Oh yeah. Okay, buddy. Yeah, you coulda, shoulda, woulda, shoulda.
So every year we used to buy. We just don't feel like buying so much garbage every year. It's a waste of, no, like I said before, it is a waste of money. And also, like, who cares? Like, there's no, like, expectation in our community to get, like, something super fancy. So every year, I make mini trifles.
You ain't in Miami, so it's like...
Yes, exactly. I make we made mini trifles for a bunch of years, which is basically, it's like 3-layer cake.
They know what a trifle is. You think they're
I don't know if people know what it is. It's like, it's a triple-layer cake, okay? And it took a while, and everyone loved it.
It was really good, I'll give you that.
It is really good. We made triple layer cake and we'd have it in the fridge and then we'd immediately like run and keep it cold and give it to people. And it was awesome because one thing about
shalach manos. You gave it to them cold?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, there's like effort there.
Respectful. This is other years, okay, not this year. Oh. So it took a while to prep. We had to make 30 of them. Like it's a whole thing, but people loved them. And whatever. It was simple enough. And one thing to know about Shachmanos is you're giving it out during the day, and you're not eating, so it's actually nice to get something you can eat right then. That was kind of our idea, like not like because eventually at the end of the day you have a whole pile of just candy and garbage, and you literally can't eat it all. Like honestly, it sounds like it's just too much. Like because you're constantly like eating like just like snacks all day, because you're running around giving people. Like that's what you do pretty much all Purim until the meal. So like you're by the end of the day you're kind of grossed out, but at least this is something you can eat cold on the spot. But we kind of got into like my family, my personal family. We kind of got into this health phase where like people give like toothbrushes on Halloween, like that.
God.
Hear me out.
No.
So this year we
The fact that
decided
it's taking you 10 minutes to say what it is already shows that like, okay, yeah, go.
it was a great idea. Okay, people loved it, I think. So basically, we ended up giving carrots and cucumbers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You weren't here, okay? It doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Let me finish.
You out of your damn minds.
We gave it was a veggie platter in a cup. So it was like carrots, cucumbers, like sugar snap peas, and tomatoes. It was good. And we made homemade hummus and we put it on top in a little okay.
I'm like physically cringing at that. That's
the problem was the hummus came out really bad, so basically
I'm confused.
There's a clump of chickpeas.
I'm really confused.
I made it really bad. Yes.
If your family is in a health phase, why do we, the people you're giving to, have to be in a health phase? You know?
That's a good question.
Like if let's say I was vegan, I'm not because I'm not a weirdo. But let's say let's say like I was unless you like can't eat, that's different. But like let's say like you're vegan,
respectfully,
and like you give out vegan stuff for what do you know? Like I would make for me for like guests that are coming to eat by because I'd understand like just because I do a personal thing does not mean that collectively everyone else does that same thing.
You know what the truth is? Okay. First of all, we got some feedback that people appreciated it because it was something nice they can eat during the day that was healthy, okay?
After the fact or while giving?
As we handed it to them.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Like that's, oh. Chuck. Respectfully, I love you. But, like, come on, Like, bro, who's like...
No, it was not
the one guy that's like, I ate it. Yeah. That's it.
No, honestly, it was not our best work. And it didn't come out as we wanted it to. But it was, honestly, we kind of pushed off to last second. And then we were like, hey, we'll do this healthy thing. And it was fine, okay?
Why can't you just, like, go to the store and just buy some candies and call it a day?
Because candy has red 40, which is dangerous for you. And that's why RFK is taking it away.
RFK was taking a Zyn while speaking to everybody. Do you even know what a Zyn is?
Yeah, it's a nicotine for your jaw.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's freaking putting a pouch in his mouth during this health speech.
No way. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny.
But it was a great part. Everyone loved it. Everyone loved their shachmanis.
Did you do anything else during the day?
I'm trying to think. Well, no, because our parents left because family.
Right, yeah.
And then I had to... So we usually do the meal with them. So we ended up doing... Because it's also Friday, it was weird. We did the meal ourselves. And the only thing I went to a gathering on Shabbos. But it was pretty low-key.
I got invited to this dude's meal. Yeah, you're
What?
supposed to have a meal on Purim, but this year it fell out on Friday night, which is also like the Sabbath meal. So it was like one big meal. It was so weird. That? Like we ate the meal and then like we did the prayers afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done that, so that was interesting. Yeah, I went to this Purim party.
Yo, was it lit?
It was pretty lit. Oh my god, it was actually a fun story. So I dressed as Wolverine. It was really cool. I had like the best costume that night. It's nothing. It's nothing too crazy. And bro, this is insane. Parties like in Miami, at least Jewish parties, they charge for alcohol after you're already paying to go.
Really?
Yes, you're paid to go to the party, and then they charge for alcohol.
Is it like an official venue though?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
Okay.
got it, but like still, I was still like, because we're all Jews here, and also last year you like just had to pay to go to the party, um, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
So you have to
But
financially decide if you want to drink.
right? So here's what our Jew selves did is we had a pregame at my place, and
Alcohol?
yes, I'm legal. I'm 21, right? And then we had the Uber come and pick us up, and the Uber was like insanely like chill. He looked like he was high on something, and he was driving us, and he was like a DJ, so he was like radioing up that car. And it was fun. And I'm not even telling you,
awesome.
right when this is like a normal thing that happens to me all the
Oh,
time.
please tell me how everyone knows you.
But like right when I like walked in the party, like in line, I got in really quickly. I was instantly like surrounded by people. Because like that's like what always happens when I walk in a room. I just instantly like get surrounded by people. It's just like an effect that I have. They're like, oh my god, I took like a bunch of pictures and stuff. It's whatever. And
Sure.
I had it was like a wonderful night, and people were buying me shots, so that was nice.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, they were buying. Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't have to spend a single dollar. I spent $2.
You're like a hot girl.
I was like, this isn't usually how this works. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll take it. Yeah, people were buying me shots, and there's this overpriced. I bought this overpriced Coke. That was the only thing I bought. I needed a chaser. I bought a $2 can of Coke, which not the worst. That's all I spent.
What a
that night.
ripoff. You got scammed.
There were people there. They were like coming over to me. One of this guy had his Snapchat out. He was trying to get me to say the N-word on his story. He like wanted, because I was actually kind of drunk, and like I learned from that like I need now that I'm like like a public figure, like celebrity,
Sure.
I have to like watch, like you gotta like low key like be careful. I was thankfully aware the whole time, but I was pretty drunk, so like this dude was like trying to get me to like say shit while drunk, like on like to the camera or something.
That's crazy.
Nothing ended
I'm
up
glad you
happening.
didn't say the N-word.
I did not say the N-word because I don't say the N-word because I'm like a great guy. We marched with MLK. Remember that?
Yeah, that's your bar.
Exactly. So that's probably what I said. I think that's what I said on the thing. Yeah, that guy was weird. He for sure says the N-word. That was not a cool guy at all. And yeah, and there's this one point where I went in the bathroom, and there was this female individual in the bathroom
Oh.
throwing up in the urinal. And I walk in there and I'm like, hey, you can't. No,
You can't
you
be
can't
here.
do that here. How am I supposed to? There was a guy next to her, watching her. But I was like, what the hell? She was like in the urinal. There's 2 urinals, right?
Then you need to go.
So I'm like, if I were to take a piss next to this woman throwing up in the urinal, like, what's the law there? What's like, how does that work? Because I'm like, yo, that's like legal, but it's a bathroom, but you're not allowed to be here, and I need to piss. What do you do? Is that,
Good question.
like you're the one here, but like, so I just went to the stalls and avoided all the questions. But that was like, yeah, completely rude.
That doesn't seem kosher, by the way. This whole party does not seem kosher.
It was just her, like in that. There's fully male party. Oh, and she just happened to be there.
Oh, I didn't realize. There's a fully male party? Okay.
Oh no, 100%.
Oh, she snuck in?
Yeah, I guess like she was just there or something. Yeah. Yeah.
See, for a Purim celebration, doesn't seem quite holy.
What do you mean? They did Megillah. They did the prayer before. They did the whole thing. We came later. And
So you didn't hear Megillah?
I heard Megillah. I heard at the synagogue. Then we pre-gamed, and then we Ubered. No, it's very kosher. Well, at least I was kosher. I don't know about it. I was kosher. I'm very kosher. I'm Jew boy. Do you know who I am? I'm like really kosher.
Oh, actually, I don't. I saw your stupid. I'm not gonna call it stupid. I'm not gonna insult your posts, but your hilarious April Fool's joke. So funny.
Where'd you see it?
On YouTube.
You saw it on YouTube? I was
Yeah.
wondering. You saw it on YouTube Shorts? You're
Yeah.
funny. Of course you watch YouTube Shorts. If it's
I
on
don't
Instagram,
always. Well, I don't have Instagram, so if I
that's what I thought. I'm like, how did he see it? And I realized I posted on Shorts. And you know what else I realized? That that was a funny video. I think maybe possibly. People actually fell for it. For those who don't
get
know,
engagement on. I actually am curious if you got engagement on Instagram.
nothing too crazy. For those that don't know, I made like an April Fool's video where I like sat down all seriously and said that I wasn't actually Jewish and that it was all a character.
Loki, it's a funny joke. It's funny.
Did I sell it? Do you think I sold it to?
Well, I know you're Jewish.
Yeah, you're my brother, so it's a little it's probably harder.
If you literally have no idea who you are, then maybe.
If you're like a fan who's not Jewish, but like I was getting, it was like a mixture of people that are like, yeah, it's April Fool's, bro, and I got other guys who were like, oh shit, you got like I was about to follow you, then you told me that you're Jewish, and I didn't want to follow. There's some funny comments.
And while we were gone, so I don't think the Jews killed JFK. I don't think so.
Wasn't there? Didn't the previous rabbi of Chabad like curse the Kennedys or something?
Yeah, that's a separate story.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say it unless I confirm it. I have to confirm it. I know.
Well, I've heard it from like 10 different people.
Mythical myths.
That like allegedly this like older rabbi a few generations ago.
I actually don't. No. Sorry. Just to clarify, it was not a Chabad. It was not one of the leaders of Chabad. It was
connection to Chabad.
No, it was a Chabad person,
but not the
Chabad person, but not the rabbi. Not the rabbi.
He like cursed one of the like John F. Kennedy's like great grandfathers or something.
Yeah, because
he did something. What did he do to him? How's this myth?
Hey, the story goes. I cannot confirm nor deny, but when there were apparently we call them, the Hebrew word is chassid, which is a follower,
right,
of the rabbi, meaning whatever. We're technically, we call ourselves a chassid of the rabbi, but there's guys who are like, let's say a little more holier than us, who they learn all day and all that. Like they're like much more holy, higher
sort
level.
of like how you got like this is like we call this lahavdil in Judaism, but like it's a comparison, but like not like really comparison, but like technically comparison. Sort of like Paul and Chris like in the Bible to like Jesus. Sort of like the disciples.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's
CEO. You got the CEO, and then you got like the upper. Then you got like the other directors. Yeah. So we're like we're like the low workers.
Like bottom of the barrel.
But they got like the directors who are higher up there. Anyways, so a lot of these guys were really holy guys. They learned all day, and some of them were able to give blessings and apparently curses. So not like in a nefarious way.
The Kennedy did something to him.
Yes, they're both. So the story goes they're both on a boat coming to America. One escaping Russia, and the other person, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what it was. They're on a boat coming to America. And allegedly, as the story goes, apparently the Kennedys, at least a few generations up, were pretty anti-Jewish, or they didn't necessarily like Jews so much. And they're, like always blaming the Jews for a lot of problems. So apparently on this boat ride, one of the Kennedy like grandfathers was just yelling at him the whole boat ride and yelling at him that they're causing all these problems, probably in Russia, and causing all these issues and this and that. And if you guys weren't meddling, and like what?
Freaking who's the founder of communism?
Yeah, Stalin and Lenin.
No, but like the official whatever.
It's not Stalin. Stalin.
Just Stalin, isn't he like the biggest like? Wasn't there? Oh, was Stalin? No, but it was like a Jewish guy.
No.
No.
Marxist.
Yeah.
That's something else. That's just he didn't control everything. He just had a theory.
He was the creator of it, though. I'm pretty sure.
Well, he had a theory of how he had a theory of economics and all that, but that's something else. Whatever. But apparently, this Kennedy grandfather is cursing out this chassid, this older rabbi, the whole boat ride, and just causing him just nonsense, whatever, just harassing him, cursing him out. So at the end of the boat ride, he said, apparently this rabbi said, "I curse you that none of your kids will live to be that your family shall be cursed, or that none of your kids will be able to live a long life, a full life, or something," meaning that they'll die young or die from something, apparently, or that his family will be cursed, and literally every single Kennedy has something crazy happen to them.
Yeah, that's crazy. How the story goes.
And
then modern day Chabad guys are like,
so the Jews did kill Kennedy.
Right? There you go. Oh. No, it's all connected. But some people are saying because RFK was nice, like, said that thing on Twitter to like the Chabad, like to the current Rebbe, that like it's like sealing, it's like nullifying the curse or something.
It doesn't sound like the kids had any issues with Jews. I mean, they say that that JFK like had some issues maybe with Israel. But I'm
I'm
not
pretty
going to
sure
get
he
into politics.
did, but
But as a general rule, I think it was only the grandfather, just for the record, because RFK, as a general note, seems very friendly to Jewish people. Like I don't see any like none of the kids seem like that, but apparently the father or the grandfather.
right.
And this is a very half-baked story because I didn't look it up. But apparently this
Yes.
is the story, and I don't need anyone correcting me. If you have the right story, feel free to link it. If it's in a book or something, I'm actually curious to read it. But that is the legend. But officially on paper, all those documents, I don't see anything about the Jews, and they're all these people were mad that the Jews weren't fully implicated. It's like, what do you really you wanted us to like kill him? Like that's what your goal was? And like there's the conspiracy is that the fact that nothing was there means that it actually happened. Because if they did it, they wouldn't want us to see it.
You spend too much
But
time on Twitter.
yeah, but anyways, I don't think the Jews killed him. I think, unfortunately, I mean, I don't really care, but in terms like all
Yeah,
the
I
conspiracy
didn't kill
theorists,
anybody.
the conspiracy is a bad day for the conspiracy theorists. Oh
Yeah.
well.
Remember the red heifer one?
Yeah, what happened?
Yes. For those that don't know, I made like a YouTube video about it recently, but I was just going over it. That they said that they're gonna slaughter a red cow. The Jews are gonna slaughter the Parah Aduma, like right, the red cow, on the Temple Mount, and bring the Messiah and which will cause us to like tear down the Al-Aqsa Mosque and build the temple and win the war or something. So they were saying that last year. So they had like all these cows, and they're like, "Who the hell is freaking calling me?"
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I have a freaking thing here.
Rude.
What? Let me freaking. Wait, literally, let me just. Here, you say something real quick. No. I have a wedding I'm going to, so I need a.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So basically, they said that when the Messiah come, yeah. So the Jews and some of these Christians that really like Jews and want our Messiah to come, basically got together and fundraised and like got this perfectly red cow, and then they slaughtered it on the Temple Mount, hoping the Messiah would come, and then nothing happened.
Damn.
Yeah, and like all the conspiracy theorists were going crazy, and then obviously they didn't correct themselves when it didn't happen.
Oh yeah, because it didn't happen. Yeah.
So I was making a video about it, just talking about it a year later. I go on YouTube, and they're doing it again, and the same conspiracy theorists are like doing the same shit again, and no one's like we've played these games before. Like, have you did we not? And like no one's looking like these guys are idiots. Like, did we not? We did this last year, and no one corrected themselves, but they're ready to jump back on the bandwagon and be like,
Well, it's fun.
I get that it's fun, but it causes harm to us Yitz, to the Jews.
No. But the truth is, there's an argument to be made that let them like get distracted by all this fake stuff while we really do the real stuff.
Right. Oh, of course. That's like the big plan. That's how we. What?
Go to your wedding.
No. I'm not. Is there anything else?
No, I think we're good.
No. I got a few. I'm saying if you have something like I could do it.
Do what?
If you have like something to talk about, like I could talk. Like I got I still got a few minutes.
No, I don't want to talk about anything else.
Oh, okay.
I'm still mad.
It's fine.
It took weeks to get this done.
Right. No. He's just calling it. No, I'm leaving like a half hour. He's just like making sure.
No, it's fine. You're very busy. Apparently you're a very busy guy. I'm not busy.
Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to watch all the other episodes. Download on Spotify. We're like so back, guys. Weekly episodes, right?
Yes.
Weekly episodes.
You forgot the outro. That's how long it's been.
Smash like, subscribe. God bless.